with another video. So currently with my mods, I added a controversial seat where some people don't like it, some people do. And I had stated earlier that I wanted a seat where it holds me and at the same time it holds passengers. And I think I'm successful. Currently, the seat I'm running, and I'll put a picture of the bike, what it currently looks like. I'm running 2 up right now. I'm with my girl, and we've already been riding for a little while just to test it out. This is her first time, not on a motorcycle, but on this bike with the rear seat. And so far, no complaints. Even with the modified exhaust and the added rear pegs for the passenger, it's good. It's a-okay. She doesn't have any complaints. We were riding on the freeway, and it felt like she wasn't even on the motorcycle. Like, I didn't feel her at all. I had to keep on touching her to see if she was on the bike or not. She was getting a little too comfortable, huh? Obviously, low speeds, you feel the passenger, but when you're at a momentum, when you have momentum and you're at a decent speed, you rarely feel the passenger when we're in momentum. With the modification of the exhaust that I did and putting that cover on, the cover only kind of covers the rider's leg, not so much the passenger's. So I was wondering how it would feel for a passenger with all that heat radiating out of it. Will they get burned? Will they be uncomfortable? And so far the answers are that she doesn't feel the heat. She feels the heat, but it is not unbearable. But when you see someone like sitting on it, you don't really see or you're not really close to the pipe. So I can see why it doesn't feel so hot. So that's the one thing I was kind of worried about with the pipe. Will it affect the passenger? And so far, no. We're golden. Passenger's comfy. I don't know about sitting on a couch kind of comfy, but you know, semi close enough. But for a single rider with this seat, man, it's a game changer. It really is. When you in this bike stock seat, if you're hitting it hard, like you really truly feel, at least I do in my opinion, you feel like you're gonna fall off, like you really do. And it's just a horrible feeling. You don't want that. But with this new seat, I'll hit it, and it works well. It holds me back. It holds me where I need to be held. I mean, even borderline sitting wheelies, you would be like doing wheelie. I don't know if you could do wheelie. I mean, I'm pretty sure you could do wheelies on anything, but this thing with the stock seat, doing wheelies might be a little, you know, weird. But with this seat, they'll hold you back for sure. Now, the one thing I didn't like, what made me feel a little uncomfortable on this motorcycle was whenever I'm not used to front pegs, right? This would be my first front peg, first Harley that I've ever technically ridden and purchased. I'm gonna put my music down. I can barely hear myself. I'm taking it a little easy. I got my girl in the back. I'm not trying to scare her. I'm trying to just get to the beach safely and soundly. So whenever I'm on high speeds on this thing, like say the highway, I feel like I don't have like I'm almost getting pushed back by the wind, obviously, right? But I can't touch the pedals. Maybe it's my short little legs. But with this seat, it complements it, meaning I can push my my butt towards this like rear of the seat and against the pegs, and I feel like I'm more in control of the motorcycle. So to me, that's a big plus. You know, being able to use my feet or my legs to maneuver the motorcycle as well, not just my arms and my body and all that stuff. Like your whole body, sometimes you can use it to benefit, you know, your ride. So that's, to me, like that's the biggest plus right now. Currently, as the bike is set up, I'm happy with it. I'm super happy with it. Would I like for the seat to be like, for it to come like how it is stock? Sure, but right now as it is, I don't mind it. Now, do I think that this bike can do without any modifications? Of course it can, but you know, like everyone, I want to be unique, and I want to make this Harley my Harley, right? And at the same time, me doing these mods give people ideas whether they go for it or they don't go for it. So that's kind of nice. As for the seat height, I believe it's like an inch lower than stock. Again, it feels like you're getting cupped, to the seat, and it's a nice feeling. Back pain, I believe it reduced it. Like back, not pain, but like back fatigue. Just because I'm not so tense. I felt like I was a lot more like tense with the stock seat, because I'm always worried about falling off. Here, you know, there's moments where I feel like I can let go of the handlebars and push my butt with my legs to the seat, and I'm good. So whenever I used cruise control, that was a scary moment, or it was kind of scary. But with this seat, I don't have that issue anymore. I just throw on that cruise control if I needed to, and it's good to go. So recommendation on this seat, if you're willing to cough up the dough, I give it a solid 9.5 to 10. My opinion, of course, right? It's a solid seat. The build quality is good. The materials they use is good. I wish we can pick the design of the stitching. That would be pretty cool. Not the stitching itself, like how they mark the lines. That I don't like so much. Yeah, if that would be the only thing I would change with the seat. Other than that, I think it's a solid seat. The rear pegs, and some people might ding me for it, but I actually bought the rear pegs through Alibaba Express, and I tested it. You know, I jumped on it and made sure it was safe for anyone. And currently they're doing solid. The build quality on those are pretty good. The only thing about buying things through Alibaba is that when they get to you in, you know, your box, they don't come with instructions whatsoever. So you'd have to be using the noggin a little bit, which is fine because I never use the instructions anyway. So alright, well, I'll catch up to you guys in a bit. Let me just enjoy this cruise quick, and I'll give you guys a what's it called, another view of how we look on the bike, since I brought my 360 camera. Once we get out of these beautiful mountains here. Okay, we're off the freeway back where possibly you can hear me, I believe, if the audio is good. And I got you guys a different angle. Hopefully you can see. The motor. Huh? So we had a nice beach day, and now we're headed back home. And I showed a couple of pictures, or maybe a little video of the current setup of the bike and how it looks with the pegs. It looks kind of cool. I mean, with the whole, it almost like one of those stunt bikes with the rear pegs, because they could push out so far. And then they're foldable, like you can fold it back and to bring it you know, lower or whatever. But currently I asked my girl how did it feel with how does the bike feel, and she said it's very comfortable. No heat issues, no nothing. She didn't have any rear like fatigue or anything. And she asked me how I felt about it. I'm like, honestly, I don't even feel that you're back there. Only when we're in low speeds, I'll kind of feel you. Obviously, I mean, when you're in motion, like right now, it's just like almost like she's not there, unless she's pulling on me. Then other than that, that's the only time I feel her. I mean, at times I have to almost borderline touch her knee, like I have to put my hand down and touch her knee to even see if she's even there. It's kind of scary. But yeah, I mean, tell me what you guys think about the rear seat. These are just my opinions on what I think and how it feels for me. And so far I rated a 9.5. You know, it does what it needs to do, and I think it looks great. I get a lot of compliments on the bike, and a lot of people don't even know what kind of bike this is. So I appreciate you guys watching. Have a good one, and just enjoy it. Peace.